So I've had these 4 Dollar Tree wooden crates in my craft room for quite some time. I painted 2 black and 2 white and stamped them in contrasting black and white in these pretty little flourishes. I was planning on making a different type of storage unit and I never finished it. Then one day at the Dollar Tree, I found these little mini shelves and they look so nice on the top and the bottom. They look like crown molding. Now my glue of choice for this project is Tight Bond Quick and Thick. I've already attached 2 of the boxes together and then another 2. But here I'm going to use the Tight Bond Quick and Thick to attach the 4 boxes together to make one big tower. Next, I'm just going to clip them together and let them hold for about a half an hour, just until they start to set up. And used a little bit more glue than I needed, so just make sure that you go around and wipe off any of that glue. It does come out white and dries clear, but I like to make sure that I don't have any residual. To attach those 2 top and bottom shelves, you're going to use the smaller part of the shelf or the shorter part, and it'll set right on top just like this. And then the bottom part, you're going to flip that over as well and use the shorter part. And you can see the boxes fit right in there. Again, I'm going to apply the Tight Bond Quick and Thick just in the area where the box will hit the top of the shelving unit. And I'm going to use a little B7000 as well, just for a little extra support. Once that cures, it's not going anywhere. Then I'm going to carefully place the tower of boxes right in the middle, and I'm going to try to make sure that I have it centered on both sides because we don't want it being lopsided. And you can see from the back, you can see where there are little hangers, and you can actually hang this on a wall if you'd like. And then I'm going to go to the top. Once the bottom is secure, I'm going to attach the top in the same way. Side note, isn't this a cute little gadget? One of my followers sent it to me and I love it. It keeps my Tight Bond flowing in the right direction. Okay, next a little E6000 to add here and there around the Tight Bond. And we're going to add the top, simple as that. Just like the bottom, we're going to make sure that it is even on both sides. And tell me in the comments if you're one of those people that has to have things aesthetically pleasing in your craft room. Mine has to match. And you're going to find something really heavy to put on top so that it will weight it down and the glue will hold better. I'm using this old stone container that I zhuzhed up for my craft room. And now you're going to wait for about 30 minutes. While you're waiting, grab 4 skewers and measure them to the width of the box. And you're going to paint 2 black and 2 white. And then you're going to dry them up. Next, take off the little clips and get ready to apply a little bead of hot glue along the edge of the box. And you can see the other 2 below it that I've done those 2 already, but because they are black on black and white on white, you really don't see them. So you just place that skewer down in there and push it down into the hot glue. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep anything that you're going to put in there like ribbon or paint from rolling out. If it's pitched slightly forward, it will keep it from them all from falling out, whether it's ribbon or thread or paint or whatever you choose to store in there. Now let's load it up. Look at how much this little workhorse holds. It's amazing. These are the smaller size ribbon rolls. However, I believe when it was all said and done, I counted at least 20 spools of ribbon that this held. This is a great little station to keep nearby when you're crafting, and you can change it out seasonally so that it's handy for you. All my ribbon is stored on my doors in other ribbon holders, but the ones you use the most you want close by you in close proximity while you're crafting. Now let's just load it up with some paints. I believe this little unit could be used for so many things. You could use it of course, for ribbons and paints like you're seeing here, but you could also use it to hold your spools of thread in a sewing room. You could use it to hold little jars of buttons, um, little doodads that you have in your little jars for scrapbooking and whatnot. This unit could be used for so many different types of crafts. I love something versatile like this that I can move about my craft room and use it for different purposes. I think I'm going to name this my mini tower of power because this bad boy holds 32 bottles of paint. Now that's amazing. Just look at that. Ain't she pretty? Now you can add a little Lazy Susan and you can actually add another unit if your Lazy Susan is wide enough and if your workspace has room to hold it, it would be great because you can add another unit right behind it and it would serve as a 64 bottle holder or ribbon or whatever you're going to put in there. It would double the space. How do you like that? Hey, thanks so much for joining me today. If you like the vibe of this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.